So I'm here with Delaina. What is your major and what year are you in?
I am history with a concentration in education because I want to be a high school history teacher.
Intern with Professor Lebenz's CDHS program, but you did attend a program for the Holocaust through his class, right? Tell me about that. How did to start through that whole process?
Yeah, so I took his anti-Semitism and Islamophobia class
Okay.
in the spring of last year, and he actually sent me a flyer for the Warren Fellowship for Future Teachers, and he was like, well, might be something that you're interested in. So I ended up applying, and then they ended up choosing me for that program, so I was able to go out to Houston to the Holocaust Museum there, which was really awesome.
That's awesome. So what were some of your typical tasks when you went there?
It was more like we would get to the museum at like 8 a.m.
Hmm.
and we pretty much did seminars all day. We'd do lesson planning, how to start a lesson, how to, with younger kids, introduce them to big, atrocities and things like that without kind of overwhelming them. So it was like I was learning content about the Holocaust, but I was also learning how to make it accessible for kids and be able to teach them themes and all of that stuff. So it was less like doing things and more like we got to talk to an author of a book that we had to read, and he signed all of our books for us. Really awesome presentations about content and how to teach it and all these different things to use. So I have like a bag full of things that they handed out.
Yeah.
So
What would you describe as a specific project that had impact on you? Could you describe that?
well, they all had like really great stuff going
I'm
on.
sure it's hard to choose. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm thinking there was one where we talked about how to get kids hooked into a lesson, like using pictures. But when we did more content area, I did learn a lot about the Holocaust and things like that through Dr. Lebenz's class.
Yeah.
But this went way more in depth about that. There were points where, they were like, you might just need to leave the room. It was a lot,
I'm sure
but it
some
was
parts are
so
really difficult,
yeah, but it
right?
was so interesting to know all of that and now being in his class again, his genocide class this semester, and
Oh,
he's
very
talking about it. I'm like,
cool.
oh, I've learned about that. I've heard about that.
Lastly, is there anything that you wish that you could tell students about this program? Any pros, any cons, anything that could make the program better for future students?
I think this program is awesome. When I transferred to Ramapo, when I got here, I changed my major to history because I want to teach, but I don't know what, and I liked history in high school. And so when I started taking classes here for history, it was just so interesting and I had such a great time. I feel like I learned so much. All my professors have been awesome. It was just like such a great program and everyone that's in the program is awesome and I don't know, I would just tell people who are thinking about it to definitely do it. I think it was just so eye-opening. It was really awesome to kind of go in depth about so many things and really just I love writing and reading and all of that and that's all you do.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's really awesome. In terms of the program, I don't know. I feel like it's fine the way that it is, honestly.
You had a really great experience, sounds
Yeah,
like.
there's so many options for classes too. I was able to take anti-Semitism and this genocide class with Lebenz, but my other option for the semester would have been Japanese civilization. Last semester I took military history too. That was a really fun class. So there's just so many options for like, if you're interested in a certain topic, you can kind of go down that way and learn so much about it. So
Yeah.